Now we just wait for people to come in and vibe.
Nice! I got some time, start at 9. Got some fanfics to go, let me load them up.
Well, I don't want to talk about specifics. I just want to talk about generalized. You can talk about specifics, but I'm letting you know, I'm not talking about specifics.
I don't talk about specifics. I'm using these to show examples of tropes and types of fanfiction. So I feel like
that's smart. That's
because
I might pull up that one that I mentioned. Did I mention it? I can't remember if I mentioned it or not. I'm just gonna have that open. Oh, hello, Ava. Hi. You're not late. You're good. Hello.
What is up?
Fiction.
Yes, we have. This would be pretty good. I got some good amount of sleep, fully medicated.
Oh, I'm so glad you are. I forgot my meds today, and I got like 2 hours of sleep.
Take some meds or have a lot of caffeine. Both can do well, probably. Who knows?
See, I did not do that. I did make dinner though.
That's good, honestly.
Shopping. I did buy way too many snacks, but that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, Ava, how are you? What's your favorite fanfiction trope? What's your favorite fanfiction trope? Camera off equals PNG? Camera off equals no PNG. That's how that works. There's no PNG. However, if you wanted to put a cone on me, I did say, the stipulation is it's a cup on porn. That's the equivalent.
What?
So I have a PNG redeem that puts my character, the little PNG persona, in a cone, like a shame cone for cats.
Oh God. Let me.
Yes, your fanfiction trope. What's your favorite fanfiction trope? Everything is welcome here, as long as it is within Twitch guidelines to mention, because Felix does have some explicit tropes.
It's an interesting conversation.
You don't read fanfics.
But if you're interested in story structure and general fandom tropes, interesting conversations, you're probably down for this. Like, you got
Ava
fandom.
does have lots and lots of stories they write. They're very good at it.
Yeah. So
their characters are very compelling and very sad.
Nice. Because fanfiction's like, it is a subset of making stories, and I believe like one of the first
it's using a lot of people the characters as paper dolls, and I love it so much.
Pretty much. Oh God, that just sounds like Ison and Yun.
Is what they do not fanfiction?
I think Haley's writing a book.
I forgot she is, ain't she?
Okay, so like a couple days ago, they just got Kaylee just got the new picture for you home, Ava. The D&D characters which they love. They pretended to be them at work and talked to them each other in characters because they worked right next to each other that day.
Mm-hmm. It was very interesting to see the group chat.
They're fucking crazy.
They are, but we love them.
I'm not required to by law. I just live with them.
Or by law to love them.
Blood packs, probably. I don't know.
Well, Christopher is my blood relative, so like.
And there are some genetic predispositions to stuff there. You know, like predisposed to be furry.
He got all of those. We established this the other night. Remember? I'm furry gene recessive. He's
furry dominant.
It's like a fucking Punnett square.
Oh god, Puno Square furries. Nice. Right. Let me know when you're ready to start. I got some
Oh,
stuff.
we're ready to start.
All right, cool. So
I
okay.
told you we were live. Who did you think I was talking to when I said Ava?
The nightmare beasts in our brains.
Felix, I love you so much. I need you to know that, okay? You're a fucking dumbass.
Pretty much. I'll save that for later. So, hi, folks. So, to do some preface, I'm going to treat this as an audience because I think it's the best way to do that. Fanfiction. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing with a bunch of different tropes that you can read, and some people have actually made podfics, which you can actually listen to like podcasts.
They're
Which are
very
very
fun.
interesting. Very interesting. But my belief in a general trope for fan fiction is that they provide something that you can get in the original media. That is at the base, I think, the base like desire for fan fiction. Like it even went back to like the first Star Trek fan fictions when it started. People wanted to write situations that the characters were in that wasn't on screen, and then it sort of blossomed from there.
Housewives started fan fiction. They started
Really,
they started gay fan fiction. It started with Spurk, besties. It
yep,
started with Spurk.
yep, yep. And there's some very interesting ones going on, and that and legitimate fan fictions have started new pieces of media. Like, God forbid, fucking 50 Shades of Grey started as a fan fiction. I have to take
Yeah,
that as an example.
Master of the Universe. That was the name of that fan fiction.
God.
She's taken it down. It's no longer all you can no unless someone downloaded it. You
It's,
cannot.
and it's circulated, and it's probably circulated to high hell right now. But yeah,
yeah.
which is also
Jesus,
weird.
the first Gary Sue. Actually, if we want to talk about historical fan fiction, Dante's Inferno.
Yeah, that's pretty much fan
Dante's
fiction.
Inferno is essentially self-insert fan fiction with Dante's favorite poet. Oh God, what was his name? What is his guide's name?
Virgil.
Because Virgil was a Roman, like a scholar, poet, whatever guy, and Dante was like, "Wow, this guy, my favorite historical figure. Oh my God, I love him," and made him his best friend and guide in Dante's Inferno. So technically, Dante is the first Gary Sue. If you want to think about it.
Yeah, pretty freaking much like that. And I think we're gonna get to like into some things about mythology and how people tell stories. But yeah, Dante's Inferno is like where we first got to like, yeah, that's fan fiction.
Yeah,
that's fan fiction.
Yeah.
Someone's
it categorizes
magnum
as fan
fucking
fiction.
opus fan fiction. As I've seen the original Dante's Inferno, and it is huge.
Yeah, that's like so much.
Yep, and it's
Your
like
favorite ship is Dante is Julius X Betrayal. Hey, it's not the. Did he die on the 15th? The Ides of March is the 15th, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's not the 15th yet. We got 2 more days.
Until what?
And then Julius Caesar X Betrayal becomes canon again. Just wait for Tumblr.
Oh yeah, wait for Tumblr.
The Ides of March on Tumblr is my favorite holiday.
Oh, I love Dracula Daily. That's pretty freaking fun.
Dracula Daily is not a holiday. Dracula Daily is an experience.
Fair. Next year I have to follow it through because I think I missed it this year.
Mm-hmm. Fair.
Yeah.
Hello, Jason.
Jason, my beloved boy.
You gonna hop up? He's not gonna hop up. He's a coward. He's a coward. My boy is a coward.
He is
Off you go.
very much a coward.
Yes, but tropes. Tropes.
So, this is fun. Certain fan fiction tropes do appear. Like, people have them and they sort of follow them because they read about it, they independently come up with the idea, which happens a lot. Like, you have elsewhere fics, basically isekais, because people reborn to them. Time travel, what ifs.
Yeah, time travel, fix it, no death AUs, they survived.
Crack
Coffee
ships,
shop AU, crack
ship.
taken seriously. Those are
Yes,
some of
crack,
my
yeah.
favorite.
Yes.
Just hey, this weirdest shit idea, but what if we took it seriously?
And also not counting like fan fiction adjacent things, which is like people making stories about their D&D characters or live action
Yeah.
role plays or
Yeah.
independent, which are like
See, I would think that's more just regular storytelling, less fan fiction. Unless it's for something, because like what I view as fan fiction is something that is separate from the canon. So if someone writes a story like Yen and Ison, that all happened technically in canon. It's just expounding upon it. But like that could.
There's some fiction that are technically I still consider fan fiction, but they still set in the story. They're just like side slices.
That's fair. That's fair. For some things, I don't see them as, and but for other things, I can see how you would see that.
Yeah.
Like if it's for something like if a person in a D&D game making stuff for their character like outside of game, I don't see that as fan fiction. But like if it's like if Marisha Ray did it, I would see it as fan fiction. But like if our friends did it, because it's not in the same like entertainment scale, I guess.
Maybe. I always follow the idea that like fan fiction has come down to the basis form as just fiction by a fan.
Yeah, fair. I'm gonna take this off. Actor AUs. I love AUs that are like, hey, this is all canon, but actually they're actors and this is the show that they're playing. Isn't that neat?
Yeah,
I think that's
really
real
good
fun.
for like Spy X Family about that. Yeah, it's a good like Bumblebee ones from Ruby, which
Spy X Family is so cute. It's
I
okay. Can I just say, Found Family has gotten so good in these past couple anime seasons. Like we got Spy X Family, we got Buddy Daddies. They're both great. They're both so good. Let's see. Other tropes that are
adorable. I'll talk about that difference in story structure different time, but like best nerve to make the main character of Power is just an actual goddamn child.
Yes. She has all the alibis because she is a child. What are you gonna do? Say no to a child? Say they're being dumb? Enemies to lovers.
Oh god, yeah, those are interesting ones.
If they're done right. Enemies to lovers, I love it when it's done right. Because sometimes it's just, hey, this person tried to kill me and I hate them, but oh no, we're falling in love. Versus like enemies to lovers where, hey, we have like the same morals fundamentally, but I think you're doing it the exact opposite way that is against our cause. And I think you should shut the fuck up and stop it. And I'm gonna fight you so we can get to like, you know, the good way to do it where nobody dies. And I love
See, that makes sense. That's interesting.
But I do also like the classic enemies to lovers if it's like slow burn, because if it's speed run, I'm just like, this doesn't. They wouldn't do that. Like where they first tried to murder each other, and now like 2 days later they're in love and getting married. It's just like, no.
You gotta get slow burn in and like,
yes.
You know, leave the leave the fucking I was gonna say leave the breakneck Vegas romance for straight people. Some lesbians.
Do it. The fucking U-Haul lesbians. Yeah, the faded. Oh my god, Soulmark AUs and Soulmate AUs.
Those are interesting because I see them everywhere, no matter the fandom type.
Yes, they're an overarching thing. Shrubs, hello. Mary is shaped like a friend and no one can deny it. Correct. That also reminded me, I forgot to put the fucking alert box in this one. Let me just put it in here real quick. Paste it, you motherfucker.
Okay, maybe harem maybe is sugar-coated polygamy.
There it is.
But like,
I mean, and it's yeah. Yeah, harem is just sugar-coated polygamy, but like in a bad way. Like it's not well done. It's not great.
No.
can do harem well, but nobody does. Nobody does.
Nobody.
Like,
Nobody.
anime doesn't, like, let's see. I cannot off the top of my head think of one wait, no, yes I can. Exactly one. Exactly one harem anime that did it well. And it's a reverse harem. So it already has points. It's, My Next Life as a Villainess, all routes lead to Doom. Because everyone is in love with her. And she is oblivious.
Storytelling, maybe.
No. But she is oblivious. And she's just like, yeah, these are my friends. And they're like, I would die for you. And she's like, I'd die for you too. And she's just trying to not get her death flags. And she's just like, I have wonderful friends. And they're like, please stop almost dying. You're killing us here, man. And it's very good. 440.6k points. Jesus Christ. Holy shit. Wah.
Wah.
That's so many points. That's so many points. You couldn't get into the anime. That's fair. I like the manga a lot better than I like the anime for that one, just because like the manga has a lot slower of a pace and actually takes time to like go through the characters and their motivations and stuff, whereas the anime I found kind of sped run it. Also, they changed the prince's name like 3 different times in translation, so I don't know what his actual name is.
Wild. Is it like it's
it's
a
some
translated one, or they made it an English name?
Well, so in the first time in the manga, it's Geralt, and then it's like Gregory, and then it's like 4 different G names.
Okay,
and I'm just like,
not
what
help
the
anybody.
fuck, dude? You have Nikki the Relo, Mums of the Purloin, Dream the Snivy, and Stars of Lilliput. Nice.
Is that Pokemon?
Yeah. My friend mods are playing Pokemon.
Oh, shit! What generation?
Whichever one T-Pig is in. Pokemon Black 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Never played that one.
You're going on your TVH, it's like eating porridge for you. It's bland no matter what's added. You know, that's fair. That's fair. Reverse harems aren't for everyone. Harems are also not for everyone.
No, they're
No.
not.
No.
They are.
That fucking reminds. Hey, Felix, were you ever in the My Hero Academia fandom back in like 2016? No. Let me finish. Okay. Were you in the fanfiction circle of that fandom between 2015 and 2017?
Nope. The only time I took myself in that fandom is reading fanfiction tropes would have Spider-Man in it. That's really about it.
Okay.
Because
let me tell you about this one trope that was very popular during that time, because
Is it Evil Deku? Is it Evil Deku?
That is one of them, but no, it's not the one I'm talking about.
Okay.
Deku Bowl. That is what it was called. Okay, I will explain. So the Deku Bowl is when you have multiple different people in your fanfiction in love with Deku, the main character, and they're all it was always like a subplot. It was never like the main plot. It was always like a subplot. And, like, so many fics. 17 had this. So many.
Okay. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. They had a tag for it. There is a tag for it.
Really?
Deku Bowl. Deku Bowl. Yeah. It was tagged Deku Bowl. And you could go through the Deku Bowl tag and see all of the... I wonder how many fics actually are... Let me open AO3. I want to see how many fics are tagged. 799. 799 fics with Deku Bowl in the tags. So Katsu Bowl, Ocha Bowl, Toto Bowl. Yeah. All of the... most of, like, the titular characters, like, the super popular ones, had a bowl attached to them where people would, like, roulette reel who they were shipping them with. And have I seen the different diamond AUs? Yeah, yes. Okay, I fucking love that, like, one thing changes and it changes the entire story AUs. Like, like you said, specifically in like Steven Universe, because I know Felix, you like Steven Universe. The different Diamond Eight. You are muted, my dude.
You want some creepypasta points with me, Ava?
Oh, I was never in creepypasta, but I was adjacent to creepypasta because I had friends that were into creepypasta. I myself, never into creepypasta. I was like sitting on the edge, like, oh, that's cool. All right, whatever. Hey, Homestuck. That's what I got. That's what I did.
Okay, Homestuck fanfiction is its own episode. It's its own episode.
Yeah. Homestuck. We're not gonna talk about Homestuck. We're not gonna talk about Homestuck right now.
So. Tropes.
Oh boy, time to spin the wheel. Looks a tickable wheel. Tropes. Yes.
So, the majority of fanfiction, and I would say a good 60 to 70% is shipping. That is fair. There is an extreme amount there, which is fair. The other 40 to 30% is where I think things start to get very interesting. Where like the non-shipping majority fics, which are their own novels in some ways.
Like different versions of the story I use, different points of view, time travel fix-its. Just
some are very interesting.
Some are like, hey, what if this character died instead of this one? And it's just like,
So.
That didn't work.
Yeah. I have to chew in one side of my mouth to go back to my dentist for one because I think they fucked up my filling.
Well, no, I tried. There's still bubbles in it. And
Oh, okay, never mind. We're talking about different things.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Different story.
Now, some of the best offers on fanfiction, in my opinion, are the WLW women. I don't know the outside of writing it down how to say it like the cool way, but
What? What's the letters again?
W/W.
Women love women.
Yeah, there we go. Okay. I don't say things out loud a lot. Give me the credit here.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think they make some of the best fics on the internet because they're a lot more thought out than a lot of the ones I've seen, and they usually have at least some modicum of story structure and understanding of story structure. Versus would
you say MLM is more just PWP?
What's PWP?
Porn without plot.
Yeah, okay, more. There's also the porn, because again, everybody's horny. Yeah. But they make some really good ones.
Looks at all of my fan family fics that I read. Yeah! Totally!
Okay, exception. You're the exception, Eli. You're the exception. Yeah. Everybody's horny.
Also, guys, we're wearing matching shirts. It says the fanfiction was better, but I have my camera flipped. I'm sorry.
So do I. I don't know how to unflip it.
Well, no, you're on my side. It reads normal, but
it does.
Mine is backwards. 90s yaoi looked. Oh my god, 90s yaoi. Don't even get me fucking started on that shit, man. Don't.
Okay. We don't touch that.
No, we don't.
I just learned recently what a specific con thing called a yaoi paddle was, which is I just learned what that was. Like why
you
people
didn't
did
know.
That. What do you say?
You didn't know?
I did not know until someone referenced it in the video, and I was like, "What the fuck is that?" Oh, it's a real fucking thing, not just like a caricature.
Oh my god. So, a yaoi paddle, TLDR, is a paddle that people used to bring around during conventions and smack people in the ass with. And it said yaoi, or it had something to do with homosexual novels in manga. Definitely a fandom combined, though, I think.
Yeah.
Still better. We're not gonna talk about that. We're gonna skip that.
Yeah, but I just like there's some crazy stuff out there. So this is what I'm talking about, because usually when the women are women, then one of my favorite authors then wrote a straight ship, and it was that fic was fucking amazing, and that was a God of War fic.
Okay.
It is 18 plus, but
The story structure.
But the story structure is amazing because it actually had some skill to it, and I realized, oh, it's maybe not just what they talk about, maybe it's actually the skill of the authors themselves.
Well, yeah, that's how it works.
Yeah, no, how it works, but it's just like you don't really see a lot of that crossover, I guess. People writing outside of their genres, except for very few, which the people with like 200 freaking written fics on AO3 who are fucking gods.
Hello, Suki. What the fuck did you just do? She knocked something over and it scared me. But also, yes, how very 2010s of us. And you're disgusted you revolted, dedicating your life to work to Pokemon. This is what you get. You're just surprised. Yeah, fuck Yaoi paddles. In the, like, blandest way possible. They're weird as hell. I'm so glad the trend is gone.
Yep. Don't even get
also, just ignore me cutting an apple while we do this.
No one say anything. God damn, it's probably the first piece of fruit they had this week.
You're not wrong, but I bought a bag of cuties when I was at the store. And also, blueberries. So. Yay.
Troll comic characters, Ava?
Like from Lost? Like that? Like those comics, or like the troll face comics? Like the fucking capsule looking guys. Ayo, dark clingy duo. Oh, Ayo.
There are some references here I do not get.
Okay, so clingy duo is character Tubbo and character Tommy from the Dream SMP.
Oh, yeah, I know nothing about Dream SMP. I'm sorry, I tried to get into it. It's so fucking long.
I know. Honestly, you don't really have to watch it to be into it, because I started like watching like 4 VODs, and then I just started in the fanfiction, and then I've just gone through there and watched a couple of VODs and streams, and watched like the analysis videos of it, and like watched people's recaps. So like, I've gotten a lot of it vicariously. I've also gotten a lot of by like going back and listening to the VODs and stuff, because who has time to fucking watch that? I certainly don't. But Rage Comics Forever Alone. People wrote. I'm not surprised people wrote fanfictions about the Wojak, like, art Rage troll comic guys, but oh my god, I'm kind of surprised.
The Rage Comics? Rage Comic Trolls? What the fuck?
Like the fucking, yeah, just look up Rage Comic Trolls.
Wait, people wrote fanfiction about that?
Yes!
Okay.
Look at your fic list, including Dark Dadbear and Fundy and some Dark Clingy Duo. You guys' writing is so good. I always love it. It's always fluffy and good. That's another thing. Dark fluff. Dark fluff has been on the rise, I think.
I personally don't like it.
I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Look at me. Are you surprised?
No. I'm not really surprised.
Don't be.
I mean, I was kind of nerd who was reading Halo fanfiction and Star Wars fanfiction growing up. And then Owl House, She-Ra, Steven Universe, of course.
My first fanfiction that I ever read was Homestuck.
Mine, I think, was Mass Effect, because that is a very good fanfiction community.
Sure. Where do you think I read my first fanfiction, actually? I want you to guess.
I think it was a weird site, not fanfiction.net.
No.
Not fanfiction, not AO3. Wattpad?
Google Plus.
What the fuck? What?
Yeah! Okay, so, you guys remember when Google tried making its own social media platform?
On there?
Yeah.
People at home. What the fuck?
I don't know. I have nothing I can say in my defense other than I did not have unregulated internet access until I had a phone. So
you sweet summer child.
Yeah. And then I got a phone. And it was all downhill from there.
It really is. Really is.
This worst thing that could have happened to me, but it's very good to me and I love it. My friends are in here. Also, it has Gengar on the back. And he glows in the dark.
Mine's almost broken.
Dark.
Gengar.
Gengar.
To refrain from talking about it, but there's a lot of interesting Pokemon fanfiction out there, which is across the board very wild.
I don't want to know.
No, I mean there's of course the parts in which we all fear from the internet, and there's also the interesting elsewhere fics and born in Pokemon and other stuff. I think.
Fair.
Yeah.
Dark Love for y'all is morally dark, but at the same time, someone else needs to get the morals for them, so it's dependent. The thing. I like the codependency of it. I think it's. I like reading about that. Like, I know it's bad, but like, someone needing someone else that fucking much, it gets to me, man. It gets to me. And you got away from fiction because you told your mother's reading, which wasn't a lie. Same.
It's not a lie. It's not a lie.
Same.
It's not a lie.
Hard same. What's that finding? Wait, like Snake, like the Nokia game?
Wait.
Ava?
What the fuck are you doing here, Ava?
Ava, every day you continue to surprise and shock me. Every day.
Probably you find it next to the Pac-Man fanfiction.
A show? Pac-Man had a show, so I would not be surprised if there was. Actually, I have AO3 open right now. You look up Pac-Man. That's nice. No. Okay, so I don't see. Pac-Man video game. Pac-Man. 77 works. 77 works. 77 of these goddamn things. You've witnessed the horrors of man. Yes, you have.
There's a
Yes,
lot
you
of
have.
freaking Super Smash Bros. Fics. Holy shit.
Oh yeah, he walks in and he walks out. And so does Suki.
The tiny little devils.
The
Man.
babies. The
Pretty
babies.
Pretty much. Yeah, no, reading fan fiction is one hand seeing some really great works and then also witnessing the horrors of goddamn mankind.
When you forget to read the tags.
Oh yeah.
When you do not see a dead dove do not eat tag and you get halfway through the fic and then oh no, there is the dead dove. Oh.
Dead dove?
A dead dove do not eat?
Don't know about term.
Okay, so essentially it's like a catch-all for, hey, I've tagged my shit. It's going to have this. I did not tag this for funsies. It's going to have fucked up shit in it.
Oh yeah.
If you don't want to see it, don't read it. Kind of thing, because it came from I think it was from Arrested Development, where there was a little paper bag that said, dead dove, do not eat. And he opened it and was like, I don't know what I was expecting. Because it's exactly what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
On the tin.
See, I'm fine with reading fucked up shit. I'm cool that I'm good with reading horror. When it comes into film formats, though, that's when I get scaredy cats.
Unless I'm watching a horror film with someone else, or multiple people, I have to have it muted and I just watch the subtitles. Because visually, I'm fine. It's when it's
sound does it a lot.
When it's both sound and eyes, it gets me. But when it's just one or the other, I'm fine. Which is why I was fine after I read Junji Ito for the first time at 13. No, I think I was 9. I was either 9 or 13. I don't fucking remember.
We don't remember a lot of things from childhood. Good.
No. No, we don't. Also, just ignore the fact that I didn't want to cut this downstairs, so just pocket knife. Let's go.
So interesting. There's different tropes. There's always wild ones. There's also like other like time travel in Jason ones. Like your main character goes back in time mentally, with change of places with itself. Like time travel is a reoccurring thing. Alternate universe is also a pretty big freaking thing.
AUs.
Yep.
AUs.
And then the subcategories of AUs is just huge. Like
Yeah, because there's like alternate universe where like it's essentially just like this one thing changed from the original story, and it's like a fundamental thing. Like in Naruto, like the No Massacre AU, where the Uchihas were never massacred. That's a big one. What's another fandom where there's like a big constant? Oh, in Ruby, there's like the No Fall of Beacon AU.
Yeah, like big moments in shows create tons of alternate universe fics. Like,
and then you have like, yeah, the Naruto High School AU is a big AU, and like characters in high school and college.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Road trip AUs.
Road trip AUs.
Those
Coffee shop and tattoo artist.
God, coffee shop tattoo florists and coffee shops and tattoos. God, oh my God, it's like the stocks. Like, okay, I want my characters in the real world. Florist, coffee shop.
Florist, coffee shop. Idealized professions.
It's like being an architect in a rom-com, basically.
Exactly. What is romantic fanfiction if not being an architect in a rom-com?
Yeah.
You already have all the characters. You already have everything set up for you. You just put them in place and kind of give them a push. Oh, fuck crossover fanfics, actually.
Crossovers are very interesting. I feel like those are an entirely different like category of tag because, on one hand, you put together two mediums. Sometimes they can be very similar. Like you combine like Mortal Kombat and Tekken or Owl House and Amphibia, things that seem like they're in their own the same universe as well, like the show creators does. Then you have crazy things like Doom plus Animal Crossing.
See, I appreciate people who make crossover fanfics. I personally have to be very specific about them. But like I can definitely feel, but I don't really read them unless it's A, well written, B, it makes sense. Or C, it's characters from universe A into universe B without like the universe B characters, or like, you know, vice versa, like switch places in universe.
Like it's
because I think
another world or something like that.
Yes, because I think those are very interesting, and you can definitely play with different characters and different kinds of like mechanics of those worlds with those characters.
Yeah.
And yes, Moths, I know, I love you guys' ideas so much. They're also fun. Some crossover fanfics are work of art and how seamlessly all crumble in the stores. That's fair. And then you have the crack crossover fanfics and crack ships.
Okay, crack can be very freaking funny.
It
like
is.
Yeah. Like my favorite.
I do not ignore the TikToks you send me.
I avoid TikTok in general. I already
How
have
come?
Tumblr. I can't have another time waster on my hands.
That's fair.
I also ignore the TikToks another friend of mine, Michelle, sends me because there are too many. They send me like 15 a week, maybe 20 a week.
Michelle only sends you 15 to 20 a week? They send me 15 to 20 a day.
I stopped checking it. They know that.
That's fair. We spam each other all the time.
God, I can't be that.
Ava.
I can't be that.
My mic, please. I don't get on TikTok that much because I am very tired when I go home.
Okay, OCs.
Oh, self-inserts.
Oh, Lord, that's another thing. Oh, my God. OCs
fucking your name.
Wild.
Fucking your name. X-readers?
Yeah. Huge. Which is just self-inserts for the authors, basically. And they can run the gamut from basically smut to basically regular stories.
Shit can get crazy. Especially if you're like... Okay, so, for example, there was a... Oh god, I think it had like... 160 chapters, and I don't remember what fandom it was, but it was like the first half was very much like regular fan fiction, and like, you know, slowly more side characters get introduced and stuff, you know, as it does. And a new character got introduced, which was obviously a self-insert, but like, it was well done.
Yeah, sometimes it can be very well done, but they obviously, that's what they are.
Yeah. You always felt weird putting your name in, so you always came up with a name that was complete opposite of you. That's so fair. The bigger the spider, the more likely it can grow. Growl.
What the fuck?
Hey, Ava? Hey, Ava? Darling. What the actual hell? Why would you tell me this? Why did we need to know this on our nice little fanfiction stream? Some of those insert name books were no, the fucking insert name Wattpad fix.
Like, I don't even want to touch Wattpad. That's a whole fucking cesspool. Please stop sending spiders.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we'll stop talking about spiders. But Felix has arachnophobia, so no spiders.
I will fight you, Ava. I don't know anything but your name, but I will fight you.
No, I remember now. I remember you sent that to me now. I have exactly one brain cell, and right now it is focused on fanfiction. And also this apple.
I need to get some food for myself too. But yeah, no, like, what were we talking about? Like, okay, so like, yeah, you have different tropes and stuff, but like, sometimes in a genre of fanfiction that an AO3 only has like 10 fics, you can find some of the best fanfiction with the craziest tropes, because then you get the people who truly love what they're doing.
Niche. The niche shit.
The niche shit.
Wattpad came after your time. A lot of fanfics you wrote yourself with sketchy sites. That's so fair. I was in Wattpad's heyday before it was like a capitalistic hellscape. So like, it was the golden age of Wattpad essentially. Because we had people who were writing actual novels there, and also fun little fan fictions. I remember one that my friend showed me, and the only reason I remember this because it had Konata from Lucky Star as like a game show host, and was asking the reader questions about anime and Vocaloid shit. So my friend would like every so often bring this up to specific fic and ask me the questions on it. I was like, da da da, answer. I had a very interesting middle school life.
I imagine growing up Eli must have been a little interesting. Yeah.
You were there for Wattpad when it was created because you didn't touch it for years. The civilian who gets involved in the hero and villain problems are pretty good to read if they're not romantic centered, because then it feels weird. That's fair. Sometimes that dynamic can be fun, like a very Peter Parker MJ type of thing.
Yeah, like anything Spider-Man. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. I think it's pretty cool. But,
you were homeschooled from middle school, so you I went to public school. I went to private school until first through fifth grade, and then I went to public school in the South.
The South. Special education kid right here. Because I had learning disabilities growing up. Quite a lot of them.
In all AP classes, because I was smart. I was a gifted kid. One last day cough. Oh, one last day cough. Oh.
One last day cough?
They have one day to live.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't like those. Those are always angst. No happy ending. Hurt, no comfort. I have to have the comfort.
Yeah, you're a hurt comfort. I'm
a hurt comfort. I have to have the angst. I have to have my heart ripped out, and then, you know, gently placed back in with a little band-aid that says it's okay now. It just has to happen.
Oh man, those are quite wild dicks.
Why would you name your Mareep Nepeta? That's a sheep. Name it Aradia. So that's surprising the middle school was when You found those fanfic sites, you learned a lot and scared yourself sometimes, learning the different terms for different kinds of stories. Oh my god, lemons! I forgot! So,
lemons and limes.
Oh, lemons, limes, that whole tagging system.
God. Fanfiction really was the Wild West compared to AO3, and even
God.
compared to other sites.
Mm-hmm. You ever playing Spider-Man on one last day when Spider-Man sold his marriage to the devil? But
if you can explain strawberry moons what lemons are.
No. I'll DM it to you. Okay, I will DM you. Okay.
We just reference it. All right.
NSFW.
Yeah, it's the same.
Explicit. It's NSFW. It's explicit. It's when people do the yeah.
Wait, is it against Twitch policy to say the word?
I don't know, but I'm not fucking risking it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Essentially, it's like just a tagging system of explicitness and lemons.
Yeah, I remember it was used on fanfiction a lot.
That's why I didn't want to tell you guys. If you didn't know, I'm sorry. But hey, if you see anything tagged with lemon, don't fucking read it. That is not up you guys' alley. I know that. You learned the hard way. You read it.
Oh god, rip. Fucking rip.
Oh, shut up. Oh.
Oh god.
That's okay. But it's like, or something you stole your phone and blocked all the attacks in AO3? Because I am. /J. She never thought to double check. Honestly, same thing happened. I was just like, oh, I'm reading. I have the Kindle app. I'm reading a book that I was actually reading, but I wasn't reading that book at that time. Like, yes. I'm reading.
God, y'all. That's fucking wild. Even I think I went out like 12 and I understood what lemons were.
Yeah, I learned.
New kid thing. It's like 12, 13 years old.
Oh god, no! It's like that was early 2000s slang.
Yeah, it's at least 22 years old.
At least. Actually,
yeah.
Let me Google.
Yep. BRB, I'm actually gonna grab some food. I'm starving. What?
Yeah, how old is fanfic term lemon? Oh. So we were wrong. Scale, which is what it's called, has been a classic of fanfiction since the 1990s. Sites like Fanlore trace its sour origins all the way back to 1980s anime, specifically the hentai cream lemon. Early fandom communities used lemon as a shorthand for sexually explicit content, and like a lot of fanfiction terminology, it migrated to other fandoms. Yep. Yeah, the fucking 80s, man. The 80s.
Wait, from the 80s?
From the 80s.
Damn.
The 80s. Oh, look. What am I looking at in DMs? Oh, wow.
Hey, so before we continue, what is the average age of y'all? Because I don't know if I'm talking to 18-year-olds or 32-year-olds.
Felix, you can't ask people their age in Twitch chat. That's against TOS.
Oh, wait, it is?
Yes!
Oh, shit. Sorry, I was coming from the mindset like, what should I talk about? Sorry,
No.
people at home, I don't think about things like
that. Yeah, don't put your fucking age in chat. You will get you auto-banned.
Seriously? Is that...
Yes!
Oh, God, because people are creeps.
Yes!
I'm sorry.
That's why you don't share your age on the internet.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being like... God damn. My bad, people at home.
Shrubs,
If you didn't know, I'm a bit of a square and also a good person. I don't think of things from the bad angle sometimes.
Are you going to bed? Good night, Ava.
Night.
Just catface. That's fair. That's valid. But I know you, Shrubs. You're cool.
Alright.
You're cool. Yeah, Felix, you're not a creep, but other people are, so.
So wait, lemons is from the 80s? I heard
Yeah.
that was coming back from my food.
Yeah, let me reread the, little information thing. The citrus scale has been a classic of fanfiction since the 1990s. Sites like Fanlore trace its sour origins all the way back to the 1980s anime. Specifically the hentai cream lemon, early fandom communities used lemon as a shorthand for sexually explicit content. And like a lot of fandom terminology, it migrated to other fandoms.
Interesting.
Hello, baby. Hello, sweetheart.
See, Pokemon fanfiction is very interesting because with the world that Game Freak created, you can do a lot of it in fanfiction, not just even following the anime. Like, growing up, I read the Pokemon manga, which in a way was basically just Pokemon fanfiction comics.
See, I think, doesn't it go along with Red, though? Like, the original main character?
Technically, like, they take some very different liberties about who these characters are. Like, they take the main characters of that story, of course, but they're very different.
Yeah, I know a friend of mine, Rianzu, was big into the Pokemon manga. So I know, like, approximations.
I read all of them growing up in the Zelda ones. I think they're all by the same artist, I guess. They're pretty good. Like, dark, though. Like, extremely dark.
Yeah. One day you're gonna info dump on the AU. Hell yeah.
Which AU you're gonna info dump on?
They have so many they tell me about, and it's lovely.
Your friend, which one was the one I was talking about, Transformers? Is that you?
What?
You telling me about that? No,
No,
sorry.
That was Michelle.
Yeah, Michelle. I was gonna pick a fight with that person.
No. You never got into Pokemon, unfortunately? Oh, that is sad. Very sad. Pokemon's so fun. I say, having only ever finished one of the games.
Which game was that?
You know the Ranger one?
Ranger?
I've only ever finished Pokemon Ranger completely. I've gotten to the final 4 in Pokemon Moon, and we broke our Diamond and Pearl game.
Yeah, Strawberry Moon, there was a Pokemon basically Fire Emblem crossover game, which was
I'm sorry?
Yeah, it was a Pokemon turn-based tactic game for the DS. I think I emulated it a couple times.
Yeah. That was the stem.
I don't remember the name of it.
They're huge. A lot of hand practice that you never got into as kids, so you feel nostalgic aspect kicks in. For some people, it doesn't for you. That's valid.
Yeah, Pokemon Conquest.
Oh, see, I thought it was going to be like the Mystery Dungeons.
Mystery Dungeon is actually a very old series.
Yeah, but it still has that, like, turn-based RPG style.
Yeah, turn-based RPG, but this one was like a war game, basically. Like, a legitimate, there was a war going on in the story.
Pokemon went to war? Oh, because the Ava redeemed Cone of Shame, and I don't have my PNG on, so I put a cup on top of my horn for the cone. Thank you. I am freed. Freedom.
Nope.
Freedom.
It's also, like, when we're talking about a fanfiction trope that we're really going to talk about, we don't see a lot of, but I have a couple examples, is creators of the work seeing fanfiction and having communication.
Say all of that one more time, but slower.
Creators of, like, a video game or a story seeing fanfiction of their story and having communication between the two.
Oh, that actually gets people in legal trouble.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Like what?
Because fanfiction authors have like intellectual rights to their fanfiction, even though they do not own any of the characters. But if they don't, if like something happens, like say it's happened, I don't know exactly. I know it's happened before. I cannot off the top of my head remember the shows and stuff. But like there'll be a fanfiction that's super super popular in the fan base, and then the show does something like almost word for word or like scene for scene for it, and people are like, that's a little iffy. And it can get people into like legal trouble.
See, this is a game
Hi,
I played called
dearest. There's a way to do it that live action has been doing for ages to get dried of ideas. Yeah. One of your favorite kind of fics with Super Smash Bros. Where they're all like there. It's the actual reason behind them. See, I read exactly one Super Smash Bros. Fic, and it was like a group chat fic, and it was really, really funny.
Group chat fics are very hilarious if you do them right. My favorite's one from Horizon Zero Dawn, which, because of the lore of the game, it actually makes sense for them to have a group chat, which is very fun, which I find extremely funny.
That's fair. I remember the first group chat fic that I read. It was almost a Homestuck one, but I didn't read that one. I remember seeing it around, and I was like, I'm not gonna read that.
Homestuck's practically a group chat fic.
It is. But no, it was a My Hero Academia one. There were so many of those.
They're teenagers, yeah, it makes sense.
So many of them.
They're teenagers, yeah.
I know. Avatar changed Katara's love interest because everyone wanted her with Aang. Yeah.
Okay, we're talking about Zutara. That's a very interesting thing, I guess.
Lovers, they both have very similar like morals and ideals and stuff. And they also like I get where they were coming from. I get where they were coming from with Zutara. But also Zuko and Sokka.
Oh yeah, no, that is the most popular ship out there.
Think about it.
Avatar: Last Airbender, my beloved, I love that.
I'm
actually gonna run a one-shot using that system. There's an official TTB RPG. They see it at Barnes & Noble. I'm gonna pick it up and then run it. It's supposed to be very good in simulating actual bending in combat. And also making non-benders just as awesome as Sokka.
And Suki.
Yes. Suki.
And Ty Lee.
And Ty Lee. And
Mai. Mai
is pretty good. And the guy who taught Sokka, too.
Oh god, what was his name? Aang and Zuko? Aang and Zuko?
Yeah, there's some out there.
Aang and Zuko? He is 12.
Yeah.
See, I never liked Katara and Aang either, because like Katara's like 14 at the beginning of the show, and he's 12. He is 12. It could have been found family. Could have been just found family.
I mean, it really was a crush for the entire show, and not really did anything explicit.
I know, but still.
Yeah, I mean, because we see a lot of other people basically. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they were thinking about the Aang. Would have been better as found family. It would have been better as found family. But also, I am a little biased to found family. I will admit.
They're extremely biased to found family.
I am just a little biased to found family. I will admit.
Very biased.
I'm just biased to found family. I will admit.
Hey! Hey!
Your
I
mic
want to be.
cut out because you went so loud.
I know. I was gonna be a little weird. Hey, dearest.
Darius has been here for a while now.
Yeah, I just noticed them.
Oh my god.
Yeah, my meds took off about an hour ago. Yeah, no. Look, Eli. Glitch. Glitch Eli. Glitch Eli.
Yeah?
I've been high on life since I left my workplace. It has been amazing.
I know, I'm proud of you.
Oh my god.
You're gonna go to culinary school.
Hey, for those of you at home, I am in the class of 2020.
Don't say your school.
Yeah, no. I'm going to culinary school.
Yeah.
And it's great. I love to cook. I want to be a chef one day, and I'm finally
He makes
accepted.
good food.
Got accepted. Actually, yeah. I qualified for an excellence award. I got $4,000 off my tuition.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even automatically apply, but it's gonna take altogether $15,000 off of the couple of years of tuition, which is an insane amount. God, it makes applying for my FAFSA so much better.
How do you?
Your dreams, people. Yeah, it was a long time. Pursue what you want, people. Fan fiction is always a way for you to see different types of worlds, but it
don't lose sight of the one you live in.
Yeah, don't lose sight of the one you live in, and keep your dreams. I never thought I'd be able to do this, and now I'm actually having a chance to do it, and it's an amazing feeling, and I think everyone should have a chance to feel that. But it's actually funny. The one I was talking about the creators talking with their works was a Cave of Cut fan fiction about a cooking show. So it came back into the actual game, which is wild. Which I mean, maybe it tells a little bit that I absolutely eat up maybe any food feed.
Yeah.
I love restaurant AUs. Maybe just because of what I love to do, but I love restaurant AUs when they work in a restaurant.
Speaking of restaurant AUs, I need to show you a fucking manga. Remind me later.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It's very good. It's not Food Wars, I promise. It's like actually good.
Food Wars is okay. I just treat it as basically like fantasy cooking.
Food Wars is basically food ecchi.
Yeah.
They fucking orgasm when they eat. It's edgy. It's fucking edgy, man. Oh, sorry, Jace. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry, sir. Hello, my son. Hello, my boy.
Let me read some of this.
Waffle House AUs? Also, thank you for the take sip. Felix, you also take a sip.
Coke. Alright. Let me go through this.
Where the characters work at Waffle House.
Okay.
No. Okay, so specifically, Food Wars, the anime, isn't ecchi. It has the girls. It has them romantically interested in him. It has... I accidentally muted my thing. There we go.
Actually got angry when that person was cooking in just a bra with sizzling meat. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, okay. You don't do that at home, folks. It actually just fucking hurts, especially if it's your chest area.
Yeah.
I have
That's
the burns
fair.
to prove it. I've been to urgent and ER before.
Oh shit.
Eli actually drove me, I think, like 3 times.
Concussions. I never drove you for burns. That was Kaylee. Suki, do not drink the Dr. Pepper that I took. No.
That's an interesting idea, Shrubby Moon.
There's one where someone works at Waffle House in a superhero society and they meet some villains who would not say shit despite anything that happens because nobody fucks with House? Waffle House? Waffle House employees.
Waffle House employees are a different breed of people.
Unhinged. You gotta be when you work at Waffle House, though. That shit's open 24/7.
I swear to God, I thought they closed like from like 5 to 8 or something like that.
Some of them do. But it depends on where they're located.
Yeah, growing up in the state in which I grew up in, there's only one Waffle House. And so going to where we are right now, where there's tons
There's-
of them.
There's 4 within 10 miles. A modern day Wild West. Exactly.
No, that's Tennessee.
No. Tennessee is one of the classy southern states.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Then what's the trash southern states?
Alabama. Mississippi.
That's
South
fucking
Carolina.
weird. Hmm.
And Kentucky. But, most of Kentucky.
What are the other parts of Kentucky?
The cities.
Fair.
The cities are fine. Once you get out of the cities, good luck, Chuck. Doing Wild West reverse isekais. What do you mean reverse isekais? Explain that.
Oh, it's like where characters from the fantasy world come to our world. It's like Dragon Maid, I know, did that. And a couple other.
See, I would just still view those as isekai.
Well, they're technically not.
No, but to them, our world would be the fantasy.
I know, but like from the viewpoint of the characters, which is the readers, us, the fantasy characters coming to the real world instead of the real world going to the fantasy world.
Okay, I see what you mean. I disagree, but I see what you mean. And you for a huddle house, you only have one now? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's Goose being a ball. A little orange fluff ball.
Mm-hmm.
I get a point from my side.
What? What's going on?
Darius is siding with me. The reverse ikasais what the fuck?
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
Isekais are just regular isekais.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you mean there. But I like manga tropes that go in the real world. Like, you ever seen the weird fan fictions where they gamify the world or something like that from the mangas?
Say it one more time.
Like the weird, like, they gamify the world a little bit, but they give, like, actual, like, game mechanics to it from an MMO.
Like fucking Konosuba?
A little bit like that, but even more towards the gamify of it, technically, characters realize of it.
No game, no life?
Maybe? I know they got inspiration from actual anime and manga, and then it appears a little bit in different fan fictions I've been reading. Like, just,
I don't think I've run into that.
Maybe, yeah.
We run in very, very different fanfiction circles.
Yep. Yep. Occasionally we overlap, but not by much.
Not by much. Also, pop your back.
Oh, got my neck.
Isn't it fanfictions where the crossovers in anime with a live action world? No.
Wait, what?
I have not. Alright.
Oh. Do you have examples of fics like that? I've never heard of that.
Oh, yeah. Those are just AUs. Alternate universe AUs, yeah. Like Hunger Games AU,
Oh god, Hunger Games.
God, that has... Those still have a grip on fandoms.
Hunger Games, I've actually read all 3 of the books.
Damn, I read them all in the span of 2 days.
See, when I was reading them, I hate read them, I guess. Like, I felt like I had to finish the series just to have a closure, but I didn't have, like, that intense enjoyment I've had when I read other things. Like, I'm a huge Percy Jackson series. I'm a huge Percy Jackson series fanboy. That book series legitimately, besides Harry Potter, which I want to fist fight J.K. Rowling, the bitch.
Harry Potter /
Sorry
Meg.
for cursing. Sorry for cursing.
No, you can curse.
Fuck J.K. Rowling. But Yeah, no, that book series taught me to read, and yeah. But yeah, no, Hunger Games.
Pat is his buddies with Sasuke.
I can actually see that happening.
See, I have a soft spot for Naruto. I have a soft spot for Naruto because it was one of the first manga that I read.
Yeah.
But
first fan fiction I read of too.
Fair. But they do Sakura so fucking dirty, man. Like, Kishimoto is good at writing 12-year-old girls and 12-year-olds in general. But once they grow up, he's like, they still act like 12-year-olds, and it's like, no!
Sure, a little bit. You know, not by much, because I see some dumb people in life.
Yeah, but like the guys, all of the guys get to mature and become like, oh yes, I'm a mature adult now. But all the girls are like, oh my god, hi, I'm still like a 12-year-old. It's like, shut the fuck up.
No, shut the fuck up.
All of it. She got so much cool powers and so much like actual development. But like as soon as like they have her do anything that's like not directly impacting the plot or a fight, right back to Genin era. And it's just like, no! She's so cool. Why would you do this to my girl? Why would you do this to my girl?
Yeah, there's very few. I mean, I understand what he means with anime. I mean, I'm a JoJo fan, and that at least...
JoJo's is a thing unto itself.
Yep. But the early parts of JoJo can be very problematic, but again, written in the 80s. But it does get better over time.
Part 2.
Yeah, part 2. Great, but there's some really bad stuff. But, you know, part 6 did slap. Does slap.
Yeah, me. I'd fight for Sakura. I would fight for her. She deserves good things. She's gone through too much.
There's a lot of fan fiction out there that tries to fix Sakura, I guess, or give her the thing she deserves.
Oh. No, I know. You think I don't know?
Yeah, you've read them.
I know.
You've read them.
Hey, Badass Motherfucker Sakura is one of my favorite tags. Because they actually do her justice. She can break mountains with her fist and heal people. She's not a dumbass.
That's the thing I liked about Naruto fanfiction is it actually explores the world a bit.
Yes! Oh my god, yes.
Because there's a lot of things, like the world building in Naruto, besides some very key things, in my opinion, frankly, does sort of suck.
Explain which ones.
Like, okay, I love the ideas that they have between the relations between the different ninja villages and why they exist, and smaller ones and why they exist. But it doesn't explore, like, what are the actions of, like, having humongous fucking chakra beasts going over your country, or, actual magic basically existing, or what's the fuck beyond the ocean besides we've seen that one movie. Like, there's certain parts that are just not touched upon, and like, where the fuck do the large animals come from? Like, where are they from? Where are they from?
You mean the tailed beast, where they came from?
No, the toads and stuff.
Okay, it's like the spiritual realm, okay?
But you can go there and like die, and it's in my opinion, it doesn't really make sense. Like, you can go there and die, but also toads live there, and
no. It's like, it's not where people go when they die. It's a different spiritual realm.
So, yeah, but like,
it's like a spirit beast realm for like yokai, gods, that type of like other realm. Not like the underworld or death realm. Because that's also a thing.
Yeah, that's a different thing, the Pure Lands, which is interesting because people can't remember that. But like, I feel like they criminally underused that idea.
They did, because Kishimoto was an idiot.
He is a little bit of a goddamn idiot. Like, we're not even going to talk about fucking Boruto.
We're not even going to talk about Kaguya.
Kaguya?
The fucking rabbit moon goddess at the very end.
Oh, I forgot. I just ignore everything about
that was so stupid. That was so stupid.
And it did come out
of the moon plan and shit that Madara had. That was a smart. Like, use a Sharingan, reflected on the moon, put the whole world under a genjutsu. That I get. I understand. Why the fuck is there a rabbit god in the moon? Why is there an alien in the moon?
Yeah, there's some stuff like that to come out of nowhere, guys.
Like, I get if you wanted to call back to Japanese folklore and shit, or like, you know, the moon rabbit goddess stuff, but it was never foreshadowed. There was absolutely fucking nothing about it. He added it maybe like 5 minutes before.
We call that, folks, an offer saving throw, and they rolled a natural one.
Yeah. And then he tried to save his ass by like, oh yeah, all of your ships, they're canon now, without developing them.
The movie was interesting, though. I admit that was a little.
Okay, Hinata and Naruto are very cute, and I love them.
Yes, they're very cute.
They're the only couple that got any kind of fucking development.
Well, okay, Tamari and
Shikamaru.
Shikamaru. That one, I sort of like that one. That one was pretty cool. That one was a little bit.
See, I like them, but
I mean, that was the definition of like a woman who can kick my ass.
True, but also, I don't like the political parts of their religion because they're both very high in power in their own hidden villages. So, like, they would never actually be able to be together if they wanted to keep their work and home life separate.
World peace!
Because Tamari is Gaara's older sister and one of his head advisors. And Shikamaru is, like, one of the head advisors, and I'm pretty sure he was the Jonin commander by the end of the show.
He's equivalent to like a CIA commander. He knows some secrets and very, very smart.
Everything. He knows everything.
But Naruto made world peace and all that stuff. Yay! Hi, folks. It's turned into.
Okay. So that's also why, like, Naruto made world peace, which means the Akatsuki, or whatever the fuck how you say their name group was, right. It made them right. Because they all banded against them and got world peace. Because they were the one big bad left. That was their goal. Their goal was world peace, so they got it. So that proves them right.
Don't you love it when the offer makes a terrorist faction, right?
Literally.
So, back to fanfiction. What's something that you think doesn't have a lot of fanfiction but should? And, like, a trope also.
Oh. That doesn't have a lot?
Like, what type trope do you think deserves more fanfiction written with it than it has currently?
Oh, that is a hard question. I usually go in with, like, when I go to fanfiction, I get, like, certain like, characters that I want to see interact more, whether it's, like, in romantic or platonic relationships. Like, I do, like, character and character in the tags, or character/character. Never at the same time. Either they're one or the other. It's never both.
For me, it's like if you switch generations. Like for my hero, you switch the class generation with the previous hero generation. You switch that.
Like you would read about, like Eraserhead in their school days.
No, like they would take the place of the main character role. Swap generation.
Age swaps.
Yeah, like if you're talking about Naruto again to tie it back.
We're not gonna start that again. We're not gonna
start that again. But like if you switch generations, like if you take my hero for example, since that's the one I could probably name. If you switch Deku and All Might, you switch their roles, like their ages, their generations, and all that stuff.
Oh, actually, I saw recently an AU on Tumblr where Kakashi and Sakura, to go back to Naruto, I'm sorry, because I've been recently hyperfixated on them, switch. So instead of Kakashi and Obito's fight, it would be Sakura and Obito's fight.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's like it's not it's like 4 short little like snippet comments that they have, and I'm just like, I want more of this, but they don't have more of this, and I'm just like,
Don't you love it when you find a hyperfixation and realize there's not enough content to satisfy hyperfixation?
Oh.
I've been
But
there, buddy. I've been
yeah,
there.
but then also I like Team 7 interactions. They're like a little family, and I love them so much.
Naruto already.
No, I see. Look, that's the closing statement. That's the closing statement. Oh, Toru Honda. See, that's one fandom I want more fan fictions of. Fruits Basket.
I have not.
I
seen
want
anything
more
from Fruit
introspection fan fiction for Fruits Basket. I want more in-depth character analysis in Fruits Basket. I want to see them.
Do you want to watch Fruit Basket together? Because I've consumed nothing. I know nothing about it.
I've read the entire manga twice. I've watched the original series. I've watched the new series, and I've watched the OVA and the movie.
Okay.
Don't watch the movie.
Do you want to watch it together? Because I've never seen anything from it. I have no idea what's happening besides woman hugs man, they turn into animal?
Okay.
That's all I know. That's like they hug.
So.
Wait, we can't do it now, though.
We can.
No.
It's my stream. I get to decide what we're doing.
Revolution! People in chat! We can revolt! Seize the means of productions! Down with the Vox Populi! Revolution!
Okay, so anyway.
I'm done now. You go ahead. This is
yeah. So Fruits Basket is about this girl named Toru Honda, and she is living with her dad's parents.
Sorry,
both of her parents are dead.
Chat's defending you pretty well, actually, right now.
I know. Purpled. Perp. I'll fight you. I'll fucking fight you, man. Also, thank you, dearest. I love you so much.
Hey, you're right. Even you betrayed me, but I can't fault you for it.
Haha. Yeah, Toru Honda. She's living with her, fraternal parents, because her maternal parents, are out of the picture. Gone. Dead. Her mother died. Her father died when she was with the baby.
So is she like a grandparents, you said?
Yes, she's living with her grandparent on her dad's side, and some of her family over there, like her aunt and uncle. They're remodeling the house. And so she's like, oh, I have nowhere to go. Because one of her best friends lives in like a 2-bedroom apartment with her and her dad. The other one lives with her entire family, so like her grandmother, both of her parents, and her little brother. So they're full. And she's like, actually, I'll camp in the woods. It's fine. It's not hard. It's only for a few months.
Oh.
Yeah. So then, on the way to school one day, she stumbles upon a house in the woods, and she's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trespass. I got a little lost. Man, that's fair, that's fine. Oh, hey, the person who lives here? Yeah, it's one of your really cool mates. The prince of the school, Yuki Soma. He's so nice and cool, but really standoffish. It's kind of okay, though. And then, they become friends. They start going to school together. There's a landslide. Her tent gets smashed. And they're like, hey, actually, we're kind of shit at cleaning because it's 3 guys living in this house. And they're like, we can let you live here, but please clean and cook for us, please. And she's like, oh, I'm good at that. Yeah, sure. I love helping people. I love not being useless and doing things and pulling my weight. And, because she genuinely does. She's such a sweet character. She's such a little homemaker. I love her so much. And so they start all living together, and then Yuki's cousin, Kyo, comes in, breaks part of the roof, tries to fight him, slips on a piece of wood. He falls back into Toru. They, semi-embrace or whatever. He turns into a cat. And the reason for this is, like an actual cat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So, and the reason for this is because the Soma family is cursed, to, like, every generation or so has, like, they're cursed to be, like, connected to the Chinese zodiac. So, there's, the rat, the snake, the dragon, who is a seahorse, tiger, monkey, rabbit, dog,
something about the dragon not being a dragon.
Yeah, he's just a little seahorse.
That must suck.
Boar, and cat. Except, going along with the Chinese mythology, the cat was not allowed in the banquet, so the cat is, like, extra cursed. like extra cursed, and it's going, and also God is there.
Wait, what?
Or like someone who functions as God for the zodiacs, because like in the story, like God invites all the animals to the banquet for New Year's and whatever and all that.
Okay. I thought
Yeah.
you were about to say we're gonna have Jesus up in this house.
No, Aikido is not Jesus.
Got you.
Aikido is not Jesus.
Got you. No Jesus.
Aikido is a character.
No Jesus. Heard.
Aikido is a character, and I have very, very, very mixed feelings about them.
So this is something you hold very dear to your heart.
This was I am the reason that the Madison County Library has every volume of Fruits Basket.
You affected demographics.
Huh?
You affected the demographics of where Fruit Baskets is. You brought
Well,
it
I
to a
volunteer.
town.
No, I volunteer at the library every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 12 like 9 to 12. Every day. Oh, not every day, but like every Saturday. So they were like, "Hey, we have our Amazon wish list. Would you like to add anything to it?"
Oh my god, you had too much power.
I had every power. Fruits Basket, a bunch of Naruto. I added the entire Fullmetal Alchemist series. The entire Fullmetal Alchemist series. And also Pandora Hearts.
Wait, time out.
Time out?
Wait.
Wait.
I think I've read Pandora Hearts.
Have you? Have you?
No, maybe like I remember reading. I only remember the name.
Please look up Pandora Hearts and tell me if you recognize any of those characters. Please.
No, I only remember the name. I'm sorry.
What's the thing you want to see more fics about? Phantom Thief trope. There.
What do you mean? What's the Phantom Thief trope?
Like from fucking Zorro.
Oh, like Lupin the Third stuff, right?
Yeah, like a thief group, but they're special. I think that you've explained it to me, but yeah. Alright, you guys took me back, but you have to disappear. Alright. Bye. Good night.
No.
Normally they work alone, but sometimes they have friends.
Persona fanfictions are always fun, actually. I've seen a good one where they go into Joker's world and they treat his time as his trauma realistically.
I dropped the apple seeds.
They have cyanide in them.
No, I cannot let the cats eat them.
I think I'd be allergic to them, actually, yeah.
No shit, they have cyanide in them.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, I think there's other stuff in them that they're allergic to.
I would not know.
So what are cats allergic to? What? What are cats allergic to? I have to do this so I can cook for Eli more.
Hey! You motherfucker!
It was such a low-hanging fruit. Come on.
I mean, like, I get it, but hey. Phantom Thief trope is that they're basically jesters and thieves, but they all have magical related tricks they put on a show for distraction to attract attention from the actual event.
Oh,
Sneaky.
like a D&D party.
Yeah. Sneaky.
Sneaky. I haven't read any fanfiction of that in it. I would love to read some because that sounds interesting, like a group of thieves trope.
Oh my god, do you remember the trope that I mentioned to you in the Dominoes?
DM it to me. Most of that night was me remembering something else.
I know.
Yeah.
Talk about it. How the fuck do you spell societal? You know, you'll get it. You'll understand. I almost named that to a different person for a second. That would have been.
Yeah, you told me about that. I never got down with can I say what the abbreviation?
Yeah.
I never got down with ABO. Like,
it's not for everybody.
I know it's not for everybody, but like, I don't know. Okay, so I'm cool with reading whatever. Regular, X-rated, erotica, smut. I'm cool with reading whatever. That every thing in my opinion, reading it brings a new understanding of whatever you're reading about. ABO, I understand, but maybe what I've read hasn't been the best. But it just, I don't know. I never like thinking about people in terms like that. I guess for something intrinsically to them that changes who they are. Because I'm not gonna lie, I'm already a slave enough to my biology of my brain that I don't need something extra to think about too much. With
That's
my
fair.
neurodivergencies.
See, I like it when it's like a background to the rest of the fic. Like, because there are a bunch that I found like that, where, or like, it's commentating on the society. Like, what would happen if these characters were in this type of a society and they were in these things? How would this change the story? How would this affect their upward climb of stuff? Specifically, this one fic that I never thought was actually going to update again.
Oh, yeah. Isn't it such a good feeling when a fic you thought is dead updates out of nowhere?
Yes, because it was actively updating in like 2018 and then it stopped.
My favorite was there's
And then it stopped in 2018 and it updated like last month.
My favorite is do you know anything about Bleach?
That was also one of my first mangas.
Okay, so there's a Bleach fanfiction that I love. That is
I've never actually read Bleach fanfiction, but continue.
It is a wild thing, a ride. If you ever have time and interest in exploring, go ahead, find some stuff.
Rereading it recently, like Bleach.
Because
I stopped.
Continue. Well, I can't remember the name of the guy. Unohana X Kenpachi.
Yes, I remember those names.
The lady with the two braids that that does the hospital stuff.
I think you're still thinking Naruto.
I'll show you what I mean.
Are you thinking Tsunade?
Nope. I'm gonna show you a picture.
Okay.
Because then I realized, weirdly enough, the two big animes have done that same vaguely character design twice. And if I had a nickel for every time it happened, it would be odd, you know?
Yeah. No, so specifically about two characters, those are Mishima Yuki and Sakamoto Ryuji, because they had so much until they get treated as the butt of the jokes and villains because they grew up with shitty situations of different ways to cope and heal from it. Ryuji gets more love because he's one of the main characters, but treats Mishima as creepy because he wants to help others. He does so much more. Oh, dude, I keep wanting to play a Persona 5. Oh my god, her!
Yeah.
Okay, I know who that is.
Yeah, so...
I have to see their faces sometimes.
Yeah, one of my favorite fics is these two characters.
Who was the other one?
Yeah, you're gonna go wild a little bit, but yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He was a bitch, but he was sweet.
There was a fic that was updated in 2011. It didn't update for 5 years. In 2001, it updated. I was like, what the fuck?
2001?
Sorry, not 2000. 2021.
I was about to say, did you fucking time travel?
Yes, I can time travel. All Hispanics have that power, you know? Yes, call it out, why don't you?
I can't do that. I'm very white.
I know you can. I am mixed.
The train has moved. You can finally go home. Yay!
Yay! Don't get stuck at home.
Drive safe. We love you.
Say hi to your cats for us.
Pet the boys.
Oh, I gotta tell you about this cat I saw the other day.
Oh.
So from a coworker of mine, which is his first name, Hannah, which is a different Hannah that we know, which is fun. But that Hannah also used to work at the same place Hannah works at now.
Oh my god.
Which is interesting. They have a cat named Pollyanna, which is a three-legged cat.
If there's a language joke there, I'm not getting it.
No, I mean, it has 3 legs.
Oh. Yeah, okay.
It was adorable, so much so. The story about how it lost its leg was wild, though, because someone shot it.
Oh my god!
Yeah, but they were able to save it, and she does that. What's really fun is if you rub her belly, the stub will move as she thinks she's scratching herself.
Aww.
Yeah, no, she was actually super sweet. She slept with me the entire night I was staying over.
Aww.
No, it was extremely cute. Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah, it's cute. Okay. I think calling a three-legged cat tripod dearest is a little bit of a low-hanging fruit.
I think it's a little on the nose, but I respect it.
Yeah, you have to do like another maybe another three-legged thing. Do like an H.G. Wells, like War on the Worlds, or like a camera joke maybe.
Oh my god, call a three-legged cat cannon like the cameras.
Yeah, that'd be pretty good. Oh man, interesting. So, okay, if we're talking about tropes, what's a trope that you think should exist but doesn't?
I have not come across one yet.
Hmm.
What trope does exist that you think shouldn't? It's okay. This is a safe space.
Give me a second. I need to go check AO3 again. I just now actually see the tag dead dove do not eat an AO3.
Yeah.
Man. This is an interesting thing. Interesting.
You had a 3 black Labrador Retriever of such a sweet boy. Aw, baby.
Okay.
I used to have a black lab. We named him Blackberry because our other dog was named Blueberry.
I want to know this. Why is there an AO3 tag that just says Tumblr? Why does that exist?
Like in the fandom spot?
No, okay, the tag is just Tumblr. This just says Tumblr.
Probably because either they're cross-posting it between AO3 and Tumblr. It has something to do with Tumblr social media.
Oh, it's fixed set on Tumblr. Like not from Tumblr, but set in Tumblr. I guess maybe that one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, okay. It's about.
Send that to me. I want to look at it. I gotta look at it with my own 2 eyes.
Yeah, there's 72,000 of them.
Shit. Send me that shit. Every single enemies to lovers. Dude, enemies to lovers has to be done well. It has to be done, like, consensually, and they have to actually care for each other and overcome their differences before I let them be lovers. If it's just piece of shit and piece of shit, oh.
I will say I do love in fanfiction seeing 2 absolute horrible people get together because it's like watching a train wreck, you know? Like that, I will admit that is fun. Like 2 characters which I hate, I do not care about.
That are Felix. This tag is just things that are cross-posted to Tumblr.
Really? Some of the ones like okay, maybe I'm wrong. One of the ones
It's like I'm reading the synopses, and these are all just like regular fics.
All right, cool.
Yeah, like when it says Tumblr story prompts, so it's probably just that.
Okay, maybe that one was fine. I just don't really have maybe I don't really have one besides maybe like I don't know, underage shit.
That goes without saying. That's one of the universals that goes without saying. One time you liked a hero villain because the villain would stop killing for the hero, but it's easier to kill someone for others and not let them live. Yeah, superhero use have their own special niche of rules.
Do.
They have their special niche of rules too.
God forbid even start talking about Marvel fics.
Look, Marvel in like 2014 and 15, 16, whatever, was okay. But now, oh my god. Gag me, honestly.
Yeah.
Because it's so fucking oversaturated.
It really is. Like I'm surprised sometimes how much there is. Actually, yeah. So on Twitter or on Tumblr or something, there's someone who goes through the different fandoms on AO3 and charts their growth, like how many they grow proportionally.
Yeah, BTS.
BTS, yeah.
BTS is the highest fucking. It is a boy band. Those are real people.
Yeah.
They're not even like as the characters in their music videos. It's just them.
Yeah, I don't get that making fan fiction about real people.
Yeah, like if it's about like if the character has just the same name as the person, and, like for Dream SMP, because they all have the same names as their content creators, but it's obviously about the character. That I understand, but like hockey RPF, band RPF, I don't get that shit. Like I don't understand.
Shit, everyone's probably come across One Direction fan fiction.
My mom sold me to One Direction for drugs. That's getting a movie.
Wait. What?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, what do you mean? Wait, no, what do you mean the one with Katrin and Dora was bad? What do you mean?
I don't even know the one existed.
No, I'm talking in chat then, now. What do you mean Katrin and Dora? Why? You don't like Katrin and Dora? You don't like how they did that?
I like that.
Yeah, I think they did so well. Because, like, it shows their growth apart as well as their growth together. Like, yeah, I do think they speedrun it a little bit, but, like, you definitely do see, like, where each one of them was coming from and how they grew separately, and then how they came back together.
Yeah. See, certain romances like that...
Like, that's not... Because that's not really, like, enemies to lover. That was, like, friends to... that was, like, unrequited to friends to enemies to requited to lovers.
Yep.
Like, it had the arcs. It had the arcs.
Things like that, and like Korra and Sami, things like that. You have to remember that the execs and the creators were going back and forth and trying to get their vision across, and I think She-Ra basically had the freaking speed run at the last season so they can get everything they wanted to do.
Yeah.
So, because if they did that in season 4, it wouldn't be a season 5. I mean, just look at Owl House.
Yeah.
So, sometimes when you see things like that, I guess you maybe have a feeling that maybe the creators hate it just as much as you do because it wasn't their vision.
Yeah. They could have had so much more.
Yeah.
It was pretty much you don't feel like there was enough healing for Katra to help her get to the point she felt she needed therapy. Yeah. My favorite headcanon is, like, after, like, the big finale and kiss and everything, they do take time apart for Katra to grow. They don't immediately, like, jump in to a relationship. I think, like, they do take time to let Katra, like, fully heal before, like, they jump into anything, like, serious.
Yeah,
At least that's my headcanon.
That's why most of the fanfics you have of She-Ra are just like Katra goes to therapy.
Yeah. Katra goes to therapy, part 872.
Talk about your feelings.
And she's like, no. And they're like, please. And she's like, okay.
It was, yeah. She-Ra was interesting. Yeah. I feel like sometimes when I look for fanfics for things that I want, the show was so good that they not let people create fanfictions for.
Yeah, that's like, how I am with Fruits Basket, because there's not a lot, and what's there isn't good.
Yeah, because sometimes I always think like maybe fandoms that don't have a lot of fanfictions because the show doesn't create that need to see different things that other shows do.
Yeah.
Like, some things that are really good but have really bad stuff in them you want changed, like Naruto, has fanfiction.
Or something that has a lot of options, a lot of different timelines. Shows that already have time travel in them so many fanfictions like Homestuck and Doctor Who and Supernatural. Sort of you for the therapy ones. That is so valid. Also, same.
But other stuff doesn't have that.
No.
No, not even close. Like, I like Demon Slayer a lot. The fanfiction's somewhat good, but nah, Demon Slayer's pretty good by itself. I'm guessing you don't like Demon Slayer?
No, I do.
Ah, nice.
Yeah, I think it's cool. I really like the style for the art.
I love the art style for it.
It's very refreshing.
Yeah.
But, like, I have read some, and, like, I like the world-building ones. Like, the ones that go deeper into, like, the world-building parts of Demon Slayer rather than, like, the other parts.
Yeah. Yeah. Because there's also, like, fan fiction that is not traditional form fan fiction.
How so? What do you mean?
So there's a series that was on YouTube called If the Emperor Had a Text-to-Speech Device. I'm a big 40K fan. So it was like a web series following the adventures of that. It did like a puppet stick animation, basically. It was pretty good. It's pretty fun. Unfortunately, the Games Workshop people who own 40K just said they had to stop doing it or else they'll get a cease and desist and sued.
Oh!
Yeah, no, I hate that when creators shut down fan works like that. So a lot of them moved to something else, which is pretty good. But that one was very interesting because basically they made web videos, like 40-minute long web videos with insane production values.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, so it's like fanfiction can take the form of like movies as well.
Yeah, also Felix pronoun check. I use he, they. Felix, he, him.
I am he, him.
Him.
Him. He, him. I am a man, and I'm okay with that. Oh yeah, no, it's like, I don't know. I love fanfiction. I love the stories. I love it when authors are able to get their own stories in there. I also, getting back more into reading myself, so I'm finally going to finish The Last Unicorn. Don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. Please. Please, please, please. Yeah.
You gonna finish The Last Unicorn, you say?
Yeah, I'm gonna finish The Last Unicorn. I'm gonna read that. Finish that.
What part are you at? What's happening in it? That's not an answer, Felix.
Felix is no longer here now.
No. You gotta tell me. What's the last part you remember?
I think she turns into a human.
So you're at the halfway point. Alright.
I need to go back and reread it, too. Because after that, I'm going to read Brother's Grimm, actually full.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's at Barnes & Noble. I found a really good one. All the stories. I'm actually going to use it for my strat game. I'm going to use it. Yeah. Because, okay. Maybe we'll save it for after stream, but I got to tell you how I took Mangus Archives inspiration from it.
Oh, yeah, you've told me before.
Yeah, no, I gotta tell you why I took inspiration for that, what I was gonna do, but yeah, no. Ooh. We can do one about podcasts, because I have strong opinions about podcasts.
Do you have strong opinions about Magnus Archives fanfiction?
Yeah, it's pretty good. I like the stuff that explores the different fears.
I like this one specific where, Martin is part of the web.
Yeah, and does he turn slowly web over time, like to find webs inside of him?
Turns into a spider monster.
Oh no, I meant a different one.
I don't think we're talking about the same one. But like before he was confirmed as the Lonely, it was a very, very big like headcanon that, oh my god, Martin's the web. Oh my and it was, I loved that so much. And he would have been so good as the web. He's such a conniving little shit. I love him.
I just love the body horror aspects of it sometimes. It's like,
God, I love the body horror aspects. Like Michael?
Yeah.
Michael?
Or not them.
The not them. Not
them
Sasha.
I find that idea is terrifying, which is good. They did what they were supposed to do.
Look at Nicola. Nicola.
Nicola.
Well, he got really boring, and I'm a monster. I fucking love that audio clip. Like, cause you can hear, fucking, John's just sort of hyperventilating. It's just like,
Do you know that group has a D&D podcast yet?
no, I know. Yeah.
Nice.
They also have their sci-fi thing. And also, I'm pretty sure Jonathan Sims is part of, like, the Mechanics. Like, the band.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Check that.
One of the ones you guys really like is where Peter Lucas was a piece of shit and would let Martin get enough sleep so John goes, fuck you, and tells Peter to fuck off. Oh, that's sweet. No, PJ sent me this one. I haven't finished. I've gotten, like, maybe a couple of paragraphs in because I got distracted. And it's,
We get distracted a lot.
Tim, Jerry, and I think, oh god, it was Michael, Jerry, and Agnes, I think, and that was like the I haven't finished it. I've only got a couple paragraphs in, but I need to finish it. Because it sounds very fun. What's your opinion on, like, Persephone AUs?
What the heck is that?
Like, okay. Hold on. About, like, you know, like, myth retellings with characters.
Oh, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad, in my opinion.
Fair. So it depends on the execution of them?
Yeah. Like, sometimes they're one for one, but if they take... I don't know. Sometimes you can basically write the story and just put the character's name in and that's it. And I've seen that, where it's just not a lot of work. Other times it's, oh, that's interesting. I don't know. It's done well, maybe.
Yeah.
It's done well.
So, you know Death Note, right?
Oh, God. Yeah, I know Death Note.
You don't have to be comprehensive.
Go on. I'm here. I'm against my will, people. Call the cops.
What do you think about the AUs where Light is not Kira? But he's still in with the investigation because Elle still thinks he is Kira.
Maybe. I mean, the crux of that show is like, he's a pretty much an evil piece of shit.
He got power corrupted, but like I like when he's like still a egotistical piece of shit, but he's not a murdering egotistical piece of shit.
I don't know. For me, it's like
very funny. I think they're very funny. Also, take sip.
What?
Lore Olympus is cursed, and we don't speak that name in my chat.
No, we really don't. I like Hades fanfiction. About the game, Supergiant Games,
Oh,
Hades.
I just did not hear you.
Yeah, no, the game Hades fanfiction.
No, I know. I know now, but I did not hear your original sentence. I just heard, I like blah, 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 and I was like, you like what? Yeah, no, I've never actually read any Hades fanfiction because I haven't completely finished the game.
Respect. I mean, Hades 2 is coming out, and I'm getting that.
2. Oh, dude, I want to finish Hades before I get Hades 2. That is the stipulation I've given myself. But like, I've gotten to Cerberus twice. I'm so bad at the game, but I love it so much. I need to just like have like a couple of days where I just binge play it and I get used to it again and I can just go through it. But I'm so rusty and I've had no motivation to do anything except for play Genshin, Fire Emblem Engage, and Devil May Cry, and Prototype.
Hey, do a stream. I'll backstreet gamer you. Give you some strats.
Please, sometime.
Hey.
Not during the week though, because I do have to. Oh, it is almost 10:30. I have to go to bed.
Yeah, I was gonna mention we probably end at the 2-hour mark, which is in 6 minutes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. The 2-hour mark was pretty good.
Yeah. We talked about fanfiction for 2 hours.
That's pretty good.
I feel accomplished.
Uh-huh.
Do the sleep. In six minutes, I will have to take a shower, and then I have to clean all the dishes from when I cooked. And then I can go to sleep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hey, tip when you do that. Put hot water on the dishes while you take a shower. That makes it really easy to clean after you're done.
Well, I already have them soaking.
Nice. Smart.
Hello, Suki. The baby. Hello, baby. Hello. She's come to say hello.
Here comes the girl.
Baby. Here
There she
comes the
is.
baby.
There they are.
This is an evil menace who screams and does not let me sleep and pulls tacks out of the walls.
Oh,
Look at her
what?
evil face.
Adorable.
She tries taking down my anime posters. You guys
That's
you guys see those anime posters? There's like a thing I have a lamp on and a bunch of my stuff. She'll jump on it and try biting the tacks out of the posters. And she succeeds. She succeeds. One thing you guys love is time travel fix. Yes.
Time travel fix always.
Also, we do have something to send you with the Chinese. Yeah, I do vaguely know the Chinese Bunny in the Moon story. Like, I've heard it before, so I do like know of it. I can recognize it, but
Yeah,
it's been a
popular.
while since I've like actually read the myth itself.
It's a very popular Chinese myth. I think
It is, but I've also there was this one little like free booklet thing that was on like Kindle or something back when it was like one of those big ass iPads that we had like as a family. And I would read like little myth stories and stuff, and it was like a collection of like generalized myths. So it had like some Greek myths, some Roman myths, some Celt. It was like a assortment of different cultures' myths, and that was one of them. Yeah. And there was also, I can't remember if it was Chinese or Japanese, but it was about a spider lady. That's all I remember. It was about a spider lady. And she was by either a waterfall or a really pretty lake, and there was, I think, a hunter guy, and that's all I remember.
Oh, that's Japanese. They got together. They Japanese folklore really does inform why anime the way it is. They started as monster fuckers and they did not stop.
Because the whole Bunny in the Moon came from Chinese was not I'm not gonna try to pronounce it because I always pronounce the vowels wrong.
Chinese, I think.
That must be the reason why Naruto just really pissing you off, because cultural inaccuracies and ninja, especially with the use of kunai. Yeah, he just kind of, hey, this looks cool, and went with it.
Yeah, they're talking about the kunai that used to be like a gardening implement before it became something of murder.
Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Well, there's a lot of spider women in folklore. A lot of them.
There's Arachne in Greek.
Mm-hmm.
The spider woman, whose name I am unfortunately forgetting from Japanese folklore.
Yeah, me too.
Those are the only two I know off the top of my head.
We're talking about spider lore in general. I know there's Anasazi from African folklore. Spider folklore. Let me look this up.
No, you have arachnophobia. Don't look it up.
I mean, I'm fine with this because no one's making fun of me. Alapake, Anasazi, Arachne, Arapina.
I meant you are attacking her. So look. So they're like spades. So they're like garden spades.
Yeah.
They use garden spades to kill people like Naruto?
Yeah, they started as garden spades.
Oh my god.
That's how the folklore worked because, ninja have a very interesting history in Japan.
Spiders include Tsuchigumo. Let me just,
Yeah.
Copy and paste. Pop.
Pop.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Speaking of Japanese folklore shows and stuff, Inuyasha.
I gotta watch that. I know about it. I have not actually watched it all the way through. I don't think I've seen a single episode.
What are you doing on Sunday?
Nothing.
You're coming over.
Deal. All right, that'll be fun.
Inuyasha. We'll be able to get at least 12 episodes done.
I'm doing that. I'm watching Gravity Falls with Dearest.
Good.
I haven't seen it. It's pretty good.
Because you're weird, you get a lot of videos about swords and you're very upset people framing katana as the optimal weapon. It's every sword. A katana is not a catch-all sword. There are so many other swords that are useful.
It's just the weeaboos talking, honestly.
There are so many different types of swords. There are so many different types of swords. There are so many. There are so many. And they all have their uses, and they all have their strengths, and they all have their weaknesses. That's just one of the only animes that makes you happy because they're because the cultural accuracy. Have you read her other series, Rinny? It's by the same author as Inuyasha. Mainly they're doing is messing up the edge alignment for other types of swords. Okay, so it's like in similar vein to Inuyasha, where it has like supernatural elements, and you know a high school girl because obviously, and it's about this girl, and she meets this guy named Rinny. And I at least think that's how you pronounce it. I have not seen the anime. I've only read the manga. And he is a Shinigami. And it's about, like, the wheel of life and stuff. And it's really, really good. Katanas aren't the greatest sword. Or the greatest weapons for ninjas. They prefer small firearms. Because it's easier to conceal. Yeah, like Simbon. At least I think. I don't know, like, accuracy. But, like, needles, I think, would be better.
Well, it's been 2 hours, folks. We gotta head to bed.
We gotta be responsible. Because I have work tomorrow.
I have chores and calling people.
Oof.
Oof.
Ranma 1/2.
That was interesting.
Ranma 1/2, my comedic beloved.
I've heard stories about that. I have not seen it. The only anime I've watched is Cowboy Bebop.
I'm sorry?
Really, the only anime I've watched is Cowboy Bebop and some Sailor Moon.
I think the only anime you'd watched had been Cowboy.
Old anime.
Okay. I was about to fucking say, Felix, that is a lie.
It's only one of the only old ones I watched.
That's fair. Needles not used for weapons, they're used for pickpocketing. That's fair. But you can also stab people with needles, I think. As
Good
a
Lord,
preference.
Yeah. You can.
You can.
Don't mess with a seamstress.
Me sitting next to Michelle when she was working on her hat, accidentally getting stabbed by the needles.
I just make fun of Michelle just as a rule of thumb.
Yeah.
So fun.
Because that's like your friend sister.
She almost took my fucking fingers off.
Alright, well, we gotta go. Good night, guys.
Good night, people.
Have a good sleep, drink water, make good decisions. Goodbye.
Later.